You are about to make the impossible possible. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are about to make the impossible possible. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say anything is possible. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say anything is possible. You know, y'all, the reason why I say this is because whenever you come from poverty, when you come from nothing, not being knowledgeable, not being able to have, when you come from failure, divorce, losing, when you come from seeing everybody in your family not be able to break the generational curse, it creates a mental blockage, right? It creates some type of mental thing that stops you from getting to the next level or even becoming successful. It's almost like we feel like we are cursed when in actuality, we're not cursed. We are mentally blocked from breaking the curse. There's a big difference, right? And so what I want you to understand is that you are about to be the one who break that generational curse. You are about to be the one who break that mental block. You are about to be the one who make the people from your hometown, the people in your family, your friend group, the people on your job, you are about to make them see that anything is possible. All right. They think it's only for the people on TV. They think it's only for the people on social media. They think it's only for people who are of this race, of this gender, of this particular group, right? Of this particular family. No, anybody can get it. It's about, do you want it? Right. One of the coaches at my gym who teaches jiu-jitsu, he was speaking to me. He said, I see that you have a mental block, right? He says that when a person get on top of you and you seem, or it seems to be that you have no way to go, right? You tap. He says you got to stop that because that's a mental block. He said you'll be good if you understand and learn how to be calm under pressure, right? And so I say that to say this right here, y'all. A lot of us have the ability to make the impossible possible, but we don't understand how to be calm under pressure, right? We don't understand how to get past that mental block. He says that you have a mental block when a person is on top of you. And that's the same thing with life. When life is on top of us, when life is handing it to us, when life is lifing, we get that mental block and we automatically go into this, I want to tap out method. I want to tap out moment. It ain't going to happen for me moment. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? And so I come to let you know that you are about to make the impossible possible. You are about to part the Red Sea just like Moses. You are about to lead your people to the promised land just like Joshua. You are about to have all the wisdom that you can ever have to accumulate all the things you want in this world, just like Solomon. You are about to make the impossible possible. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But yes, y'all, second video of tonight. Like I said, y'all, a little late upload. However, I had these downloads, so I had to go ahead and give them to you. Still in front of the legendary Great Couch, y'all. Anytime I'm in front of the legendary Great Couch, something legendary gonna be said. And that's just how they go, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into this. But before I get into this, I do want to say this, right? I promise we're going to get to it. But for those who are already making the impossible possible, this is exactly what you've done, or this is what you are currently doing. And for those who don't know how to make the impossible possible, this is exactly what you need to do. All right. So number one, embrace the odds. Embrace the odds. So the odds may be you didn't have your father, right? You didn't have your mother. You witnessed or went through a divorce. You didn't see two-parent households. You didn't see somebody own a business around you. You didn't have the right amount of influences, or you didn't have something. You didn't come from a powerful family. You didn't have the connections. You didn't have the education. You were used, abused, molested, all these different things. I understand it. And I'm not saying that it does not matter, because all the things that you went through, it was for a reason. But I would be lying if I didn't say it didn't contribute to who you are today, right? However, I want you to embrace all that. I want you to embrace all that. You know, y'all, I speak about jiu-jitsu a lot, but I learn a lot, literally, y'all, when I go there. It's this guy who he has two legs, but he has no foot, right? He has two legs. One leg is fully functioning with a foot, but the other leg, he has no foot. So he has one foot. But y'all wouldn't believe me when I tell you this man be kicking everybody but in there. Not everybody, but more than he should be. The guy is strong, powerful, explosive, and he only got one foot. You know, I was looking at him. I was like, yeah, you know, I ain't going to go with him, you know, because I'll probably put him down. Man, I seen how that man was getting everybody down and getting them out of there and making them tap with submissions, takedowns. He ain't have no foot, right? Powerful. But I got a revelation from it. I said, man, this brother embraced the odds. How many of us come from hopelessness, poverty, and we don't have certain things, and we just say, you know what, this is what it is. This is how it's going to be. Mama was on crack. Daddy wasn't in my life. You know, I went to college, but it was a scam. And by the way, I was a witness of this as well, right? However, are you going to become a victim, or will you embrace the odds? This is how you make the impossible possible. This is how you invite God into your life. This is how you invite his blessings and his abundance into your life, by embracing the odds. A young lady or a woman may not like the beauty mark or the mole that's right underneath her eye. But do you know how many men think that that is beautiful? Embrace the odds. This man may be mad because he only has one arm. It got blown off in Vietnam or Iraq, or, you know, maybe he was born that way. But there's somebody who wish that they could walk. So my advice to that brother would be to embrace the odds, because it just may be the missing puzzle or piece that thrust him to success. The point is, y'all, you have to embrace the odds. And once you embrace the odds, that's how you make the impossible possible. Taking your situation and saying, you know what? Instead of becoming a victim to it, I'm going to become a victor. Meaning, I'm going to create victories out of things that have victimized other people. Number 2, y'all, it's going to be this right here. Visualize the goal, all right? You got to visualize the goal. Family, when it comes to looking at what you want to do, I don't care if you want to be a builder, a constructor, a rapper, a singer. I don't care if you want to be the next big YouTuber. You have to visualize the goal, which means you got to see yourself further than you can see yourself, right? Let me say that once again, y'all. You got to see yourself further than what you can see yourself, meaning see yourself further than who you see yourself as now. All right. Oftentimes, y'all, we get stuck in who we are now. I'm just a warehouse worker. No, you're not. You are a publisher working in a warehouse. I'm just a trash man. No, you're not. You are a multi-millionaire in a trash man uniform. This is just what you do currently. This is not where you're going to be forever. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm manifesting my dream life. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm manifesting my dream life. Visualize the goal, whether you are doing vision boards, you are writing it down, you're speaking about it daily, you put it on your phone screen, right? As soon as you cut your phone on, you see your goals right there. Everything you are visualizing. But you have to visualize the goal, or else what you see right now will who you will always be, if this is all you see yourself as. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But this is how you make the impossible possible, by visualizing the goal. Number 3, y'all, it's going to be this right here, family. Reframe the challenge. Yep. Reframe the challenge. See, when you reframe the challenge, you take what was difficult or what was created to stop you, and you get it to work for your greater good. Make sense to what I'm saying? You take something that was designed for your destruction and you make it something that thrusts you into success. All right. So, for instance, a lot of people would say, well, certain communities, and this is not just white or black, right? I'm sorry, this is not just black. This can be black, white, Hispanic. It could be any place that is considered a ghetto, right? But places that are considered a ghetto, they have liquor stores. They have liquor stores, drug addicts, drug dealers, police who patrol the environment. They have multiple things that are set up for the destruction for those people in those communities, which I can believe to an extent because it's not about racism anymore. It's about classism. It doesn't mean that racism does not exist, because it does. But the bigger problem is classism. Who got this and who don't have this. Make sense to what I'm saying? However, let's just say you grow up in that community. Well, reframe the challenge. Instead of allowing it to put you through an obstacle that was designed for you to fail, why don't you look at it and say, you know what, this is what I'm not going to be, right? Why don't you look at the situation and use it for your motivation or to fuel you or to place fuel in your vehicle to get you to your destination of success. The point of what I'm saying, y'all, is that you got to reframe the challenge. All right. If you have a weight set that is not designed for people who are underneath, I don't know, y'all, 150, 160. But guess what? It seems to me that the person who's 140 or 160 underneath that, they got to figure out a way to reframe the challenge. Maybe I can't use it how everybody else use it, but I'll use it this way. Reframe the challenge. And that's all I'm saying, y'all. This is how you make the impossible possible, by reframing the challenge, right? Paraphrase a little bit, change it up a little bit, right? But whatever you do, don't stop, don't give up. Just reframe the challenge. Guaranteed. Number 4, y'all, it's going to be this right here, family. You got to detach from the outcome. Yes, sir. You got to detach from the outcome. Somebody drop in the comments and say, it gets greater later. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say it gets greater later. See, this is what I want y'all to realize and understand, y'all. Most people will never become a multimillionaire because they are focused on being a multimillionaire. I know this sounds crazy how I said it, but I'm going to say it once again. Most people will never become a multimillionaire because they're so focused on becoming a multimillionaire. See, instead of focusing on becoming a multimillionaire, why don't you focus on a multimillionaire's schedule, routine, habits, things that they do, things that they think about, their actions, books that they read. You see, there's a big difference, right? I'm thinking about being a multimillionaire because, you know what? I want the millions, but you're never going to get the millions if you just keep thinking about that portion. Think about the work you got to put in to get the millions. So when I say detach from the outcome, listen, if you want a successful marriage, stop focusing on the end goal and focus on the work you got to put in to get to the end goal. Make sense what I'm saying? This is why I say a lot of people don't want a marriage. They just want a wedding, right? And this is specifically for women. Most men don't care about a wedding. Most men don't even get rewarded for a wedding. But when I speak about the marriage thing, most women want a wedding, not a marriage. We want what it looks like. We want the dress. We want the glamour. We want the attention. We want to show our ring, right? And it's not really about that. It's about how you're going to handle this man in a time of distress, how you're going to handle your family, how you're going to do things as a woman being married, right? So that's the same thing. Detach from the outcome. It's not about the outcome. It's about the input in order to get the outcome. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Somebody drop in the comments and say focus on the work. Number 5, y'all, it's gonna be this right here. The last thing, it may be cliche, but it's so real. You got to trust God, y'all. You got to trust God. You know, y'all, I don't regret no job I ever worked. I don't regret nothing bad that ever happened to me. I don't regret anything in my life. Do I wish I made better decisions at some point? Yeah, so I guess I can say I regret. No, I don't regret anything. No, I don't. I'm not going to say that to myself. But anyway, y'all, besides talking to myself, what I'm saying is, family, is that it can be things that you don't really, praise, or things that you're not so proud of. It can be that, right? Because like I said, I have the same thing. Some things I'm not proud of, some things I don't praise, but I don't regret anything. And the reason why I don't regret anything is because God did all those things for my greater good, right? I had to work at the airport. I had to work as an Uber driver. I had to work in warehouses. I had to get coffee and donuts for certain celebrities and stuff like that. I understand that. You know why? Because it was building character. It was building mentality. It was making me stronger emotionally. It was showing me what to do and what not to do to people who's trying to come up. It was giving me so much game and wisdom as a man, showing me that you don't need to worry about pulling up a chair to somebody else's table. You need to build your own table and allow people to pull chairs up to yours. Why? Because I put you in a position of leadership. I put you in position to be a lender and not a borrower. So why are you trying to get in line just to be last when I called you to be first? Makes sense to what I'm saying, family? So I trusted God, and I'm saying the same thing to you. But I do understand that, Reno, I got some things I've done that I'm not proud of. I have some things that I'm probably doing that I'm not proud of, or some things that I don't praise, and I'm not going to just come out and say, hey, Reno, I did this. I understand that. I'm a human just like you. I have those same things. But I would definitely say don't regret anything. Trust that God placed you in position to get to a higher position, to reach his purpose, to be abundantly filled in all aspects, all right, and to fulfill the mission that he has placed you to do. All right. So the point is, y'all, is that you got to trust God. This is how you make the impossible possible. When you listen to your auntie, your mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, everybody else, it's not to say they mean harm, but they don't see at the level that God sees. They don't have the level of understanding that God has. They're not able to follow a vision that God did not give them. This is why I say you got to trust God. This is how you are going to make the impossible possible. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But with that being said, family, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. We'll do a recap. And after that, y'all, we will conclude this video. Number 1, embrace the odds. Number 2, visualize the goal. Number 3, reframe the challenge. Number 4, detach from the outcome. And number 5, trust God, family, all right? Drop that down below in the comments. Trust God. But family, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, get a Yes Sir t-shirt, book a one-on-one session with your boy, or y'all can check out any one of my books. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.